These are the best 2025 Black Friday deals. I'm going to go through all the health and wellness stuff from like 8 Sleep, Whoop, Ice Bath, Saunas, everything that I've found so far with discount codes and links are in the description. You click those links, those help support the channel. If you don't want to support the channel, just search on Google. So let's get into it. And the first one, my ultimate favorite, is 8 Sleep. They have a massive deal where it's up to $700 off on the Pod 5 Ultra. Honestly, if you want something that cools your bed, that's really good, high quality, get the Pod 5 Core. It's actually cheaper than the Pod 4 right now with their Black Friday discount. Use discount code Shervin. I have the Queen version. They have multiple different sizes, and then they do have autopilot plans, which you do have to purchase. I do have the blanket too. It is nice. I like it. Is it necessary? No. Pod pillow cover, just got that. We'll be testing that. Video coming soon. Necessary? No. But the 8 Sleep Pod 5 Core, that is like, you're going to get 80% of the value of 8 Sleep just from this. But if you do want the fancy stuff, there's like cooler little value adds, the Pod 5 Ultra with the base that lifts up and down, anti-snore technology, and then the blanket just adds extra cooling. The Pod pillow covers is even more cooling. So these are all just extra stuff. Not necessary, but if you're like, hey, I got the money, spend the extra money, but don't buy it. I love the Pod 5 Core. The Pod 5 Core provides immense value. Well, next, if you're like, I want to save some money, but I still want some bed cooling, the BedJet 3 is a great system. It's currently down from $700 to $427. You know, that's, you could buy like 6 of these for the same price. It is air, it's not water, it's not as powerful. You're not going to notice as a large of a difference, and in the quality, just it feels cheaper, but you're getting what you pay for. If you want some kind of active bed cooling, this is the way to go. I think BedJet provides good quality stuff. They've been around for a while, and they're starting to bring in cool things like the adjustable base as well. Links are in the description, discount code Shervin. You could even get a refurbished version if you'd like. Just a lot of people buy these passive cooling sheets, passive cooling covers. Those don't do anything. Don't buy those. Waste of money. If you want something that actually works, is cheap, BedJet is the way to go. But it is cheap once again. Next up, Whoop. We got a massive discount on Whoop. The Whoop 4.0 is $129 for 1 year. That is insane. Like almost $100 for a fitness tracker. $199 for the Peak, where you get the Whoop 5.0, and then the Whoop MG is $299. So you're saving what, $160? No, you're saving $60. I can't do math. I think if you do want to get a Whoop, join.whoop.com/Shervin should get you a little extra discount right there. Yeah, make sure you get that Shervin Shares discount. Save your money. If you do want the highest end, the Whoop MG is what I have. That's what I use. But if you're just looking to start to get into fitness tracking, then go with the cheapest option. I almost never recommend a middle tier. It's always save your money, get the value you need, or spend your money and get the best thing possible. And if you're like, okay, I don't want to buy it from Whoop, you can also buy it from Amazon.com. I'll have that link down as well. But usually with some of these trackers, I do recommend getting it from their website. Or as another one, they have probably the biggest sale I've ever seen, $150 off. If you've been thinking about the Oura Ring, now's the chance. I just got the Oura Ring 4 ceramic, but the Oura Ring 4 you can get for $250 with this sale. They do have a variety of colors. Obviously, some of the colors are going to be more expensive, and you can use your HSA and FSA funds. But that's $100 off on the silver, and then if you go on the higher tier ones, you can get up to $150 off, which is insane. My personal favorite is the brushed silver. And then once again, you can go on Amazon.com to purchase the same thing. It'll ship faster, better return policy on Amazon if you want to buy it from there. The link for Amazon is also below. Next is our air purifiers. I have 3 favorite air purifiers that I've tested in past videos. The first one is Jasper. They have a $300 discount. Actually, if you use code Shervin, you get a $400 discount. So that's an extra $100 using my discount code. And you can buy multiple. The more that you buy, the bigger the discount it looks like. They have low stock, so you better buy these fast. Only 11 hours left. I hope I get this video out in time. It's vertical, it's tall, it's skinny, it's powerful, it's simple to use, and there's no EMF, there's no Wi-Fi connection, no apps. It's super simple. I love this product. It is pricey. Another pricey version though is Air Doctor. Also a great product. They're very good at cleaning the air. These ones, massive discounts. $450 on some of the Air Doctors. I personally have the AD 3500, which is this one right here, and the Jasper. I like them both. These are higher tier. They clean and circulate the air faster. You'll be able to clean 630 square feet 4 times in an hour. So like one of these I will put in a bedroom or an office space. I have asthma, so this is really important to me. But then you feel like, okay, that's still a lot of money, $600, $400. This is the budget-friendly option. I also love Coway. Tested it, works great. It might be slower at cleaning the air, but it's still effective. There's some other brands like Lavoie. Some of these smaller ones will just barely clean the air. And it's not really worth getting at all. So if you want something that's going to save you money, the Coway, $142. You could buy 10 of these and still match some of the costs of the other more expensive options. Good product. This is their cheaper model. It is ugly. I don't like it. There's a newer version that looks better. It's like $50 more. But like I said, buy the cheapest or the best. Next up, saunas and cold plunges. One of my favorite brands is Plunge. They have great customer service. They're always improving their products. They are 20% off on their saunas and 25% off on their plunges. When you're buying a big item like this, it's very, very expensive. So you look at their plunges, the new Gen 2, it's almost $10,000 and it's $7,500 with Black Friday. The cheaper options can be $4,000 instead of $5,500. And then the saunas. The sauna mini is under $10,000. The saunas are not cheap. You want to get a combination, you could save almost $5,000 here. So discount code Shervin, the links are down below. But they're not the only sauna brand. They make a certain style of sauna. Maybe you want a different look, a different type. There's also a Sisu sauna here, which makes another great sauna. High quality, well built. They're not going to be cheap. Saunas are not cheap. We got some of these for $10,000, $12,000. The Black Friday, you're going to get $500 off, $1,200 off. I'd love to see bigger discounts. But these are still discounts. If Sisu is a sauna brand you've been looking at and you're like, I really love the crew cabin sauna. This is very well built. It's large. It fits a lot of people. I'm a big fan. Then, saving like $550 on that. I wish I could save more, but still a good deal. Link is in the description. Redwood Outdoors, another sauna. I have this at my parents' house. We have the 6-person barrel outdoor sauna. You're able to get $400 off $6,000 plus spent, $800 off $8,000 plus, and $1,000 off $10,000 plus spent. Click the links in the description. They help support the channel. But we've got these beautiful saunas. The barrel saunas are nice. The heater obviously is going to be above your feet, so your feet aren't going to get as warm, but the circulation is very good on a barrel sauna in terms of the airflow, and then they just look nice. The ones with the glass on the back, the panoramic views, that's the one we have. Beautiful. You're able to put it and you can see like outside expansive everywhere, which is just stunning. I love that. That's what I love about the Redwood Outdoors. Sun Home Saunas. I just started testing these through my friend David Moss Jr. They have really good outdoor infrared saunas, full spectrum. They have really high quality cold plunges. They have some decent discounts. Once again, not crazy. It's a little bit better than the Sisu discounts, but all these are very, very expensive. Inflatable cold plunges. They do have good products. If you're looking for a sauna cold plunge, they make high quality products. Heavenly Heat Saunas next. These are very small and they're very well built in terms of the materials that they use. They have like an eco infrared sauna that's very small, can fit indoors. It could fit in a New York City apartment. It's almost $900 off. Like we're getting some massive discounts here. 2-person infrared. You got the larger saunas, the box sauna for $4,000. Look at that. You could fit this in any apartment. But these are also great saunas if you want something that's more full infrared and good materials. Cold plunges. Now we've got Culture, discount code Shervin. Links are in the description. They have the Classic Chiller and Pro bundle for $3,000. No discount there, but we've got about $1,200 off on their Pro Plunge Lite, the infrared sauna, and then I think the biggest discounts we see on their actual saunas, $1,500 to $2,000. So if you want a sauna from them, I think it's the way to go. If you want one of their lighter, like inflatable cold plunges, you can save a couple $100. Decent discount, which is pretty good. You're getting that from $1,000 down to $645. I think inflatable plunges are the best way to start before you buy an actual one. Make sure you use it consistently. If you're like, all right, cheapest or best, that's my philosophy. Black Friday, 60% off at Pod Company. Theirs is like super cheap. It's not the best quality. They also have the Sauna Pod bundle. But this is the thing where it's like, you're going to test this out and see if you're actually going to use it. So you're saving almost like $500 on their version where you get a pod that's just super portable, and then the chiller for $829. If you have the space, if you're like, I'm just getting into it, this is where I would start. Sauna Box, another brand that makes like these lower priced sauna tents as well, but now they're getting into infrared saunas too, like the Sauna Box Solera. $799 for the Pulse Pro. You're saving $200 here, $200 there. They do have some decent deals. If you're thinking about it, I have tried the Smart Steam version. I think the Solar is going to be very interesting, but I always try this cheapest option, get started with it. If you use it consistently, then upgrade and get the more expensive model. Ice Barrel, they have some decent discounts. 30% off on their Ice Barrel 500 and Ice Barrel 300. It looks like they discontinued the Ice Barrel 400, but you do have, which was their OG model. I think these are the nicer ones. These are fully insulated. They do have a chiller as well that you can purchase. But if you've thought about buying an Ice Barrel, I think they look clean, and discounts are 30%, which is pretty good, really strong. Energize, they also have really good discounts. You want inflatable cold plunge chiller, you're getting one for $1,500, $1,600. I think the $3,000 range is where you get into the point where you're like, okay, maybe I start buying an actual container for the tub. So, but these are still very high quality. You can make this like hot, cold, but I honestly recommend starting with a cheaper option if you want a cold plunge. Supplements, Momentous is my brand of choice. I take their omega-3s, their creatine, their collagen shots for running. They have up to 40% off. I'm going to go buy a whole bunch of stuff. Collagen peptides, omega-3s. Yep, I was already on the order page there. I love their collagen shots. And then, they have a whole bunch of other things, but, find the basics that you need. Magnesium. I take the Alpha GPC and the L-tyrosine for focus. And then the PR lotion when I'm racing. The fuel before long runs. Stuff, high quality NSF. They test their stuff with third parties, so I really like their stuff. Cameras, equipment, technology. Action cameras. Insta360 has up to 33% off. I have the Insta360 X5 and the X4 Air, the Ace Pro 2, the Go Ultra, the Go 3S. So they have really good discounts, $100 off. If you thought about, like, the Go Ultra is a pretty interesting one where it's like better quality, a bigger camera, it's magnetic, you can put it anywhere. $70 off if you thought about it. Just came out too. If you thought about something like that. I'm not a big gimbal fan. Like, if you thought about a gimbal, go for it. I know most people buy it and never use it. But action cameras and then their accessories are also discounted. So if you have an X5 and you want certain accessories, you will have the links down below. I had just posted an Insta360 accessory video as well. Chargers. Chargers are huge. Just got the new iPhone 17. You want fast wireless charging. Qi 2.2, 25 watt. Anchor. This is probably my favorite one. I just bought this for my parents. $150. I think it's like $199 when it's not on Black Friday sale. This is not the actual price. Be careful with the Amazon stuff because they might make it look like it's a bigger deal. I think I bought one for $189 maybe like 2 weeks ago. So it's still better discount. I was like, hey, why not? $150. I bought the white version. I think that looks sleek. Great. It's a stand. It takes up a lot of space, but it comes with the charging brick, the cable, everything you need, which I do like. Nomad has one too. That's pretty nice, but it doesn't come with a charging brick. So you got to take that cost into account. This is an amazing travel one. The Kuju Qi 2.2 25 watt 3-in-1 charger. $78. I wish and there's a coupon for $10 off. I wish there was a better one. I think the orange one is really cool. Amazing travel charger. Apple Watch, AirPods, iPhone, 25 watts. There's no active cooling like the previous one had a fan, but this is great for travel. I love this. Anchor laptop power bank. I use this for charging my cameras, my iPhone, laptop. There's just something about it. The USB-C cables are built in. You don't need to bring your own cables. This one acts as like a lanyard so you can like carry it. I've just found so much utility in this. It's become one of my favorite charging devices that's large. But then I also have small chargers. Like this one is okay, I'm going out with friends, but I still need extra juice just in case. And it also acts as a phone stand. I love this for like, okay, we're going to a show. We just need a little extra. $19, juicy. Travel, Anchor Nano. I like this. It doesn't give you the wattage and a 3-prong as much as I'd like, but it gives you 2-prong and slow charging speeds. So it's like good enough for something very small, portable. You can charge your device overnight, not have to worry about it too much. Get enough juice. $19. This is my go-to travel charger, but if I want to charge a lot of things, then I will get a bigger option. Anchor Nano 3-in-1 portable iPhone charger. Another favorite. This is a power plug built in if you're in the US. You can just plug it in the wall. It'll charge the battery and then go charge your device as needed. A USB-C cable built in. I think I'm a big fan now of retractable and built-in cables. I don't want to carry a cable for my charger. It should just always be attached. So that's huge. And then I can also plug in the charger, charge the battery, charge my phone at the same time. Or if you buy one of those 3-in-1 chargers, overnight you can charge this, charge the battery, charge all 3 devices all in one, like daisy chaining. I know there might be some issues with power and like whatever, but this is like so convenient. One of my favorite chargers. I've had people steal them from me because they're so good and then never give them back. Now, if you really want speed, a lot of juice, this has become my go-to when I travel now. I wish this had an Apple Watch charger built in. I love when I don't know. I know most people won't need it, but make it a little bigger, add an Apple Watch charger on the top. There's a Nomad one that I really like. 3 ports, 160 watts, but you get 140 watt max on any port. So I can charge my MacBook Pro 16. And then I just bring one cable. I bring this, and then I bring maybe like one more battery bank. And usually that's enough to cover charging all my devices because the battery banks have built-in cables. So that's been huge. $99. Should I buy another one? I might actually buy another one. Let's add to cart. But that's it. If you click those links in the description, they help support the channel. My name is Shervin Shares. Follow me on Instagram at Shervin Shares. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.